got so motherfucking design on right now. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. I got 3 old guys on the block.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself, Sriswanti from Management Class 22B with MM 224111. On this occasion, I will explain some material and careers education about capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is the process of planning and making decisions regarding capital finance or payback period that exceed on year. The capital budget or expenditure budget is a way for a company management to plan the sale and purchase of fixed assets. Capital budgeting has a goal of making decisions about the long-term investment of a company capital into operation. The capital budget also funds the eventual return on investment in machinery, real estate, and new technology. Capital budgeting helps management analyze various long-term strategies that a company can take to achieve expression goals. Types of capital budgeting include the DCF analysis, payback analysis, equipment resettlement, and business expression. Capital budgeting also helps companies control costs, support the flow of information to make the right decision, makes implement over the long term, and reduces risk and various uncertainties in business. Next, financial capital budgeting is the process of planning and making decisions regarding the expenditure of funds which involves investing funds over a relatively long period on time, with the hope of obtaining the series of profit in the future. This process involves planning and spending capital expenditures, such as purchasing new equipment, introducing new products, and modernizing factory facilities. Takes in the financial capital budgeting process include: next one, determine project cost. Management must determine the cost required to carry out the planned project. 2. Predict expected cash flows. Management must estimate the expected cash flow from the project, including the final value. 3. Independent investment alternatives. Management must independent possible investment alternatives such as purchasing new equipment, introducing new products, or modernizing factory facilities. For evaluate investment alternatives, management must evaluate existing investment alternatives using methods such as payback period, discount payback period, net present value, NFV, internal rate of return (IRR), and profitability index. Next, plus the most profit is month, management must choose the most profitable investment based on the evaluation result using the methods maintained above. Next, capital budgeting assessment method. 1. Payback period. This is the time required for an investment project to return all the funds invested in the project. This PP method is the simplest method for evaluating whether a project is feasible or not, because it is a fast calculation method based on inflation and incomplete asset investments. 2. Net present value method (NPV). NFV. This investment appraisal method emphasizes measuring how big the difference can be between the present value of an investment and the net cash flow generated during the life of the investment. Both operational and net cash flow at the end of the investment life. Terminal cash flow. 3. Internal rate of return (IRR). The internal rate of return method is in an investment appraisal method to find the interest rate, discount rate, which embeds the present value of net cash flow, present value of asset, and investment integral outlines. Next, for probability index. The probability index the benefit cost ratio method is a method that has the same dedication result as the NPV method. This means that if an investment project is accepted using the NFV method, it will also be accepted if it is calculated using this probability index method. 5. Accounting rate of return. The accounting rate return. ARR methods measure the level of profit from the investment set to obtain the profit. The profit taken in account in the net profit after tax. Earning after tax AR of the 5 investment appraisal method explained above. In terms of that, there are three methods that are pretty good in assuring investment, namely the net present value (NPV) methods, the probability index (PI) methods, and the internal rate of return methods. This is mainly because all their methods consider the value of the money is their valuation analysis. Next, techniques or step for capital budgeting. Here, training capital budgeting, assessment methods, capital budgeting. Assessment methods, capital budgeting is an entry process from planning to decision making for the expenditure of a certain amount of fund investment. Where the return preferred for the fund extended 1 year. Capital budgeting aims to make investment decisions with various comprehensive considerations so that the funding decision made profit benefit to the company as well as profit benefit to shareholder. So this is what caused the importance of capital budgeting, including the following. Capital budgeting decision will have an effect over a long period of time so that the company lost its flexibility. Effective capital budgeting will increase the timelines and quality of education asset. Capital expenditure is very important. The following are the steps for capital budgeting, namely, project cost must be determined. The management must estimate the expected cash flow from the project, including the final value of asset. The risk of the project cash flow must be es- estimated using cash flow probability distribution. By calculating the risk of the project, management must determine the average capital to discount the project cash flow. Using the time value of money, the exit cash inflow in asset to estimate the value of the asset. The present value of the expected cash flow compared with their cash in the analysis of investment result. The rate of return is the level of profit requested by investor with its asset to determine the present value of cash value generated by future investment. Capital budgeting objective. The goal of capital budgeting is to assist companies in making average long-term investment decisions and optimizing the use of limited financial resources. The following are several capital budgeting objectives that can be taken from several sources. 1. Taking long-term investment decision. The main object of capital budgeting is to assist management in making long-term investment decisions that will be spent by the company for its operational activities. 2. Improve the timeliness and quality of additional to asset and effective capital budget will improve the timeliness and quality of additional assets. 3. Controlling costs. Capital budgeting will have companies control costs, especially capital costs, which have an important role in maintaining cost control. 4. Support the following person to make the right decision. The capital budget will also support the flow of information to make this right decision. Capital budgeting has various benefits for companies. It's managing limited financial resources and making affordable long-term investment decisions. Here are some benefits. Capital budgeting can be taken from several sources. Utilizing limited financial resources. capital budgeting helps a company in utilizing limited financial resources in the most effective and efficient manner controlling costs. Capital budgeting helps companies in controlling costs. Especially capital costs, which play an important role in maintaining cost control support making the right decision. Capital budgeting also supports the flow of information needed to make the right decision, increases on the long-term probability. Capital budgeting has a major impact on the company long-term probability, reducing risk and assurance. Capital budgeting is able to reduce risks and uncertainties in business by care, carrying out careful analysis of needed investment. Capital requirements for various business activities may vary depending on the type of business and company needs. Below are some of the business activities that require capital and how to calculate the capital requirements for each of them. Initial capital. Initial capital is the capital required to start a business. The way to calculate initial capital is to add working capital, capital for operation, and capital asset for special needs such as producing fixed assets. Working capital. Working capital is the capital needed to finance daily operational activities such as purchasing raw materials, paying employees' salaries, and other operational costs. The way to calculate working capital is by subtracting current liabilities from current asset operational. Operational capital. Operational capital is the capital needed to support the smooth running of a company's operational activities, such as purchasing new equipment and machinery, building, renovation, and new product development. The way the calculate operational capital is by calculating the cost required for the activity fixed capital. Fixed capital is the capital required to purchase fixed assets such as building, machinery, and facilities. The way the calculate fixed capital is the calculate the requisite to the asset capital. External capital is capital offset from sources outside the company, such as bank loans, investment from investor, or the issuance offset. The way include external capital is to the amount of capital obtained from this source. Okay, that's all the material I can convey. If there are words and sentences that are wrong, I apologize. Thank you. See you next time.